It's been gratifying to see people speak to how Bob inspired so many throughout his life. He has had actually this intuitive and psychological insight into human nature from childhood. I thought you'd appreciate a couple of examples of how my loving older brother used these skills for me, in our relationship when we were growing up. When we were in 3rd and 4th grade, we were listening to a man singing on the Jerry Lewis Muscular Dystrophy telethon. Bob thought that if we called the phone number flashing on the TV screen and told them that that man was a good singer, they'd give us money. I didn't believe it. He wasn't sure either, but he didn't want to call, so he used his intuitive psychological skills to trick me into calling first. I called the telephone and told them that man is a good singer. I thought we won $25, but we actually committed our mom to donating $25. Later, Bob thought we could earn money if we could put together a circus and invite our friends, charging them a nickel apiece. After we practiced our circus performance, Bob was the only one who inspired his friends to come. 3 of them came and each paid a nickel. After our 7 or 8 minute circus performance, they wanted their money back. Then there was a time when he got me so angry that I was bold enough to yell at him in his face and tell my big brother what for. He had a wry smile and a glint in his eye and said, "You know, you look cute when you're mad." I had to smile. If he beat me in one-on-one basketball by 1 point, he'd go into the house and announce to the family, "I crushed Jim in basketball." We didn't go to church growing up, but when we were about 14 or 15 years old, somehow we found ourselves in the front row of Fourth Memorial Church listening to an evangelist. We both stepped forward at the invitation and accepted Jesus Christ as our Savior that day. I might want to point out that I stepped forward first. I imagine when it's my time to transition to eternity, Bob will greet me with a wry smile and a glint in his eye and say, "I beat you." I beat Bob.
Hi, I'm Dave Stennerson. My good friends call me Ducky. My wife, Bonnie, is also known as Bugs Bonnie. I'm here to talk to you about my good friend, Rapid Robert. I first met Bob Isett in 1968 at Rogers High School. I was a lowly freshman, he was a star athlete, senior, and 4 years later, I and he both had the opportunity to go to Camp Reed. Camp Reed was run by a man named Tracy Walters, and it was an exciting time for both of us. At Camp Reed, you get a new name. The name's picked by your friends, and when it's unveiled, you find out for the first time what your new identity is. The night that they revealed things, I already knew Rapid Robert. It was exciting. I couldn't wait for mine. When I found out it was Ducky Dave, he got a winner, I got a loser. A year later, my wife Bonnie, who wasn't my wife at the time, but she got a name, Bugs Bonnie. So we have this Camp Reed connection, and I'd like to talk to you and share with you a little bit about Camp Reed. Here's a picture of Dingy Don Cardong, myself, and there's Rapid. Notice that unique Rapid expression. Here's Rapid and Dingy up on the track. Here's a great picture of Rapid in a white hat in 1971. 2 years later, Rapid and I became the hosts of Skit Night. We would shirk our camper duties to prepare. This is us as Batman and Superman. Here we are as Lewis and Clark. We thought we were hilarious. We were hilarious. 20 years later, at a reunion campfire, Rapid can't keep a straight face. That's tricky Tracy Walters laughing at us in the white hat. I think Rapid would want me to say thank you to Tracy for believing in people like us and making such a positive difference in our lives. Thank you, Tracy. Rapid's love for kids at camp was the perfect place to develop those skills that helped make him an outstanding teacher and coach. For a number of years, he created and sent out Christmas cards to his camp friends. One year, he bought a new vacuum that he bragged about for months. That year's Christmas card was this picture showing the vacuum to his neighbor. It's my favorite Rapid Christmas card. We celebrated many birthdays together. Here he is on his 30th. Side note, this wouldn't be appropriate for COVID, but that particular year he blew out the candles with his nose. Rapid came back as a counselor in 1982 when Bugs and I became directors. This was 11 years after the first summer we had together in 1971. We were excited and lucky to have him on our staff again. Always willing to lend a hand, this is Rapid carrying Bugs Bunny across the finish line of Bloomsday. Just showing us what a macho guy he is. This last picture shows some of Rapid's camp friends. Rapid is in the center of the picture next to his beautiful wife, Carmen. All of his Camp Reed friends know 3 things for sure. Number 1, he got one of the top camp names ever. Number 2, marrying Carmen was the greatest thing that ever happened to Rapid. Number 3, we loved him very much because you could depend on him to be Rapid. We miss him. We are so glad he shared his life with us.
I first met Rapid in the middle 70s. I was a junior counselor at the YMCA Camp Reed. I was probably 15, he was 20. Didn't get along at first with Rapid, and if you know both of our personalities, I'm sure you can appreciate some of the reasons. We did become pretty good friends later on. And I do have one story that I wanted to mention. We played on the same basketball team. The team actually where Rapid scored 50 points in a game, but that's a whole other story. We did heckle him from the bench when he was at 49 and on the free throw line, and told him that he had 49. There was a few seconds to go, etc. But the real story was, we had a coach, his name is Jerry Kursky. He knew nothing about basketball, but for whatever reason, he was assigned coach. And he pulled out a textbook in the gym. We all had to sit on the floor and look up at him like we were kindergarten students. And so he pulls out a book and he's trying to explain a play to us and learn basketball at the same time. And Rapid, being Rapid, raised his hand and said, "Hey, coach, hey, what if somebody else has the same book?" And Jerry responded, "Oh, I already thought of that, Rapid. I checked it out for the whole season." And Rapid, just sort of the way he looked around the room, because he was trying to be a wise guy, and the way it wasn't a sheepish look, but the Rapid look where he kind of, stuck his tongue in his cheek and looked around at all of us to see if we all sort of saw that he just had his lunch eaten by somebody who knew nothing about basketball, and Rapid clearly did. So that's my story. There's more. I miss him. I'll miss him forever. That's it.